Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be going over another Summer Cup video here. It's going to be with Shadow Pidgeot. So very different mon than I think a lot of people are using. In the back's going to be very, how to say it, very meta. The top two picks in the cup, maybe two out of the top three if you think that Shadow Quagsire's at the top. So it's going to be Vigoroth and Chajabug in the back of Shadow Pidgeot, there's a lot of Pokemon names there. So Shadow Pidgeot in the front, Vigoroth and Chajabug in the back. Vigoroth's going to be your safe swap. These battles are going to be from Dunebug97. I hope everyone on this channel knows him. He's 3-time regional winner and second place in EUIC in the Pokemon Play events. Also perennial leaderboarder. Oftentimes on page 1. So yeah, we're going to be going over some of his battles here. If you haven't, definitely hit the subscribe button, and if you think you're subscribed, go ahead and check. People say sometimes they think they are and then they're not, so just check and see if you're subscribed, and if you think you should be, definitely hit it. And we'll get into the video really fast here. This is going to be kind of a short one. I think we're only doing three sets, I don't know, but this team's kind of cracked. The thing about it, I think, in the main view is that Shadow Pidgeot with Brave Bird's going to do a ton of damage. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. It's basically gonna one-shot a lot of things. Also, another thing to note here on the nameplates is that the Pidgeot also running Aerial Ace instead of Feather Dance. Just one, faster to get to, two, not putting all your battles down to like two different 50-50s. Because if Feather Dance lands, if they shield Feather Dance rather, then you're on Cloud 9. If they don't shield Feather Dance, you basically don't do any damage. So, all right, let's get into it. Credilli here in the lead. It's fine to stay in this matchup, especially since they do throw Bullet Seed, so that's pretty nice. The only thing is you can live a Rock Slide, but it is very much damage, right? The thing is they can never farm you down, so that's pretty good. They do end up switching into Toxapex. Instead of throwing our energy, we do come in with our hard counter of Chajabug, throwing the Discharge. Volt Switch obviously super effective, Discharge super effective. You don't really want to be throwing the X Scissors as they are resisted. Gonna go for the shield here. I think going for the shield because we know that well, Sludge Wave can do a lot and they can go for farm down first of all, but second of all we can go for energy gain here. We go up to 2 X Scissors. 1 X Scissor are going to be able to KO just because they're so low, and then they go for CMP, which we obviously win, and they're going to lose CMP here. So going to be able to get double moves off here. Now it's a question of, do we want to shield and take the advantage? A Brine definitely doesn't KO. A Sludge Wave definitely does. Could come in Pidgeot, but probably going to come in Vigoroth and go for the farm down here. They do end up coming back in with their Credilli. Going to basically make an in-between. It's not a combo play, so I don't know what to call it, but comes in the middle of a move, throws the Brave Bird, and is going to be able to KO. They're going to come in with a Quagsire. We are double reduced in defense, so actually these Mud Shots going to be able to actually take us out, which is crazy. They come with a Charizard here. Charizard a bit of a hard mon to deal with, but Pidgeot going to be able to outpace. All right, we're going to go back here. Pidgeot going to be able to outpace, especially since we have a bit of an energy advantage. Going to be able to go for these Aerial Aces, and Aerial Ace actually going to do quite a lot of damage to the Charizard. We end up getting the shield, which means we can come back in with a Chajabug and use the shield ourselves, so that we're not risking too much here. And they do bait so they can get to another move. And instead of letting them get to a move, we're going to throw the Discharge right away. They do end up shielding, so we can go for a shield as well on our side and then just go for the easy farm down. They never get to 3 moves, even if they go for a bait here, so there's always going to be the Blast Burn. And we have a lot of energy here on the Chajabug, which is going to be super effective, obviously, against the Jellicent. Notice the timing here. Going to go for 2 Volt Switches against... using a 4-turn move against a 3-turn move, you want to go 2 pacing if possible. Sometimes it's not possible to go for this, but yeah, if you can, 2 is good. Going to be able to save that, go for the Brave, go for the farm down on the Pidgeot, and they end up having Infernape, so that's kind of weird. Poliwrath in the lead. We do get a little bit of damage in with our fast attacks, and then we come in with our Chajabug. Going for a CMP here is an oddity by the opponent, since they could have definitely gotten a move off before we did, and allowing us to catch up in this sort of manner is not good for them. Although it does seem like the damage they took from the Pidgeot is it is consequential, because they're going to be in X-Scissor range, it looks like. And now Dune knows that he wins CMP, so now he's just going as much energy as possible. And now that we've doubled up, if they shield, they're going to lose another shield. So this is a pretty bad decision here by the opponent. I think that was both their shields as well. No, now it is both their shields. So we could shield to Wind Switch here, but he's just going to allow this to go down. Going to come in with the Chajabug. They switch right away into the Poliwrath, which is weird. Going to shield and go for a lot of energy here. So even though we do get reduced by the Icy Wind on our attack stat, we're going to have a lot of energy going into this next matchup, and we're really hoping that an Aerial Ace does KO. A lot of lag happening a little bit on the left-hand corner. You can see the ball just turning. So even if they come in with a Chajabug, we still have an Aerial Ace. And yeah, this is going to be able to KO the Chajabug for sure. I'm looking at that because it was weird timing from us, but I guess it's fine. They end up coming in with a Decidueye, and yeah, Brave Bird's going to one-shot it. Even reduced attack, obviously. I think even an Aerial Ace would do a ton even reduced on the attack there. All right, Stunfisk lead. They switch into Pidgeot. This is an okay matchup for Vigoroth. We're going to go straight for the Rock Slide. I like going for the Rock Slide on the first one. Usually on the second one, Body Slam is going to be good enough, but we'll see if they end up going for like a Feather Dance, or if they do have Brave Bird Aerial Ace. Going for the No Shield, so assuming Aerial Ace. Oh, or Feather Dance, I guess. But Pidgeot's so squished that even another Rock Slide here is really going to be threatening a lot. Even 2 times attacks debuffed. Could go for a Shield and a Farm Down. Actually has already kind of farmed it down. I think this might be Feather Dance though. Oh, it is Brave Bird. Really smart play here by the opponent. But we're going to be able to come in and get a little bit of energy on the Pidgeot. And even though this matchup's horrific, and our backline's horrific, at least we got a Volt Switch through. That's nice. And we have a little bit of extra energy on the Pidgeot as well. Hoping that the back matchups are really good. I think I talked about this in our Stunfisk video, but this Chajabug matchup is not even amazing for Stunfisk. The X-Scissors do a lot. They do like 35%, so maybe they do like a third, where it looks like 3 could KO. Maybe even a little less, actually. So 3 looks like it wouldn't KO. And unfortunately for the Volt Switches, they do triple resist, actually. They end up coming with a Girafarig. We're hoping to get to an X-Scissor. We do not get there, unfortunately. I mean, this is Psychic Fangs, so you could go for the No Shield, but it's getting a little scary now. I don't know how we win this. Maybe if they go for a No Shield here, we have a chance, because Mudshot really doesn't do a lot. They might be in Aerial Ace range at this point, considering we are super effective against them here. We have the 2 shields, which is nice. Gonna go for the Aerial Ace. Might have a Brave Bird here as well. And they end up going for the No Shield, and yeah, Aerial Ace was going to be enough. Really well played there. Salazzle, not a mon you see very much. I did see it 2 times yesterday. Or maybe it was 2 or 3 times yesterday, so pretty rare to see this. We saw it in the games, in our coaching games, in my students' games, I should say. And yeah, I'm very surprised to see some Salazzle in a general sense. But yeah, seeing a lot more Kingdra nowadays. I think it is pretty just safe to go with. And I know a lot of people like to throw a lot of people do throw the Discharge into the Kingdra because they're thinking water type, water type, water type. But it is also Dragon type, which means that it's taking actually just neutral damage from the Discharge. And X-Scissor is a much better move in the neutral scenarios than Discharge is. So just try to throw Discharge into the neutral matchups and just think of Kingdra as a neutral matchup because it does have a typing that does resist. I think we actually snuck or we got the move off with a 1-turn delay on their entrance, I guess. They must be lagging as well as us. Could go for the shield and the farm. You can't go for the farm down, though. You can go 1 in an Aerial Ace. You won't take any damage. Goes 2, though, which is the perfect timing, assuming that he lives a Incinerate, which he did. And now we have Executor, which I've seen twice in my videos. I've actually shown twice I've ran into Executor. So I don't know what's going on with a lowland Executor. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. Someone in the comments let me know if they're actually winning with an Executor team, because I can't imagine it's good. It's very squishy. Maybe I guess you're going grass into water and hoping for the best there, and that could be good, but yeah. All right, Pidgeot landing some moves here into the Giraffe, so going to be able to hopefully go for the farm down here. We definitely should be able to, yeah, go for the farm down. They do switch into the Vigoroth. We're just going to let this go. They are a little bit of damage on them, so our Vigoroth is fine into this. Also, like coming with the Chajabug, the only thing you really have to be worried about in the Chajabug is the Rock Slide. So if we're going to be able to throw before them on the Rock Slide, we're going to get the shield no matter what. But we're probably going to end up pulling a shield back, or they're going to be pulling a shield back because they can't. All right, risking it for the biscuit, hoping that they don't throw a Rock Slide. They do throw a Rock Slide. Fortunately for us, the first one doesn't KO. They do have a lot of energy, so he throws right away before they can get to two counters. And then going to throw one, and then just going to let this go, I guess, and then come in with the Vigoroth, get the farm down. Or is this the KO, actually? What's on the team still? Everything's still on the team. Ooh, Greedent in the back. That is not good for this trainer. Although the body slams are super spammy, you get to him in 4 every time. Unfortunately, Greedent just taking super effective from these counters, and we're also running body slam, which means we're gonna get to them at similar times. And while we're always gonna get there later than them, it's gonna be similar enough to where we're gonna probably win this game. The Vigoroth in the back has like 1 HP. The Giraffe in the back has like one counter's worth of HP as well. Maybe it has 2 on the Giraffe, but that's not going to matter that much because only the first move's really going to come through if it's Confusion. Yeah, in fact, you can get 3 counters off against the Confusion, yeah. All right. Actually won with 1 HP here. So the full Confusion did come through. 1 counter did come through. Oh my god, 2 mud shots came through. GG. All right, Kingdra matchup. This is pretty neutral. The only thing is we are taking a lot of damage. We can bait the Brave Bird, or we can go straight for the Brave Bird, I guess. But they almost always are going to shield this. They are a Shadow variant as themselves. Going to be pretty squishy. Going to get to double Aerial Ace. Loses CMP. The problem is Octazooka can reduce the damage here. Gonna let it go, have a shield advantage. Probably means Vigoroth's gonna be really good in the back. Could even come in Vigoroth to go for like a big time farm down here. I guess he knows that they're always gonna get to an Octazooka, so he'd rather have the shield advantage here and rather than some extreme energy advantage. They do end up coming with a Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn, while being decent in this matchup, is not like the greatest. They're still taking neutral from the X-Scissors. You're always taking resisted from them because, yeah, their whole moveset is resisted. But usually they want to throw a Power Whip, so. All right, and we have shield advantage, and we don't really have to care about this too much. They have a Azumarill in the back, so probably need 1 shield for a Azumarill because when it does get to its moves, those moves usually hit pretty hard. But going to be able to get to the farm down now. Going to have to throw in good timing and just take it out with an X-Scissor. But we have a lot of HP here. Really, I guess we're going to make it to 2 discharges before the Azumarill makes it to a move, so that makes sense. Because 1 move from Azumarill here is going to do enough damage to take us out. I don't know if 2 discharges actually do KO Azumarill, but our extra damage from the Volt Switches definitely will. And then I like coming into the Vigoroth here. They're going to have to throw energy, and which means it's going to set them back. It's going to push back the energy that they technically had. And might even live a Play Rough here. Oh, don't live a Hydra, though. But we're 1 away from the discharge, and even though it's not the best timing, it is going to be the timing that wins the game. You don't need good timing if it's the last move of the game. Please remember that. I think sometimes it's hard for people to get away from good timing. All right, is this a triple neutral team? I think so too, which I think Dunebug was thinking as well, because he kept Vigoroth in the back for possibly whatever is going to be in the back. Maybe it's going to be like, I don't know, what's in this? What's the worm called? Man, I am forgetting, but I'll remember it, I think, by the end of the video. Pidgeot's obviously going to be really good against the Lickitung. It double resists the lick damage, but so does our Vigoroth. Ooh, maybe it's a Pidgeot in the back, but yeah, gonna just do as much damage as he can here on the Chajabug, and also probably just gonna let Chajabug go. I can't. Both things in the back are so freaking good against Lickitung that we don't really care what it goes up against. Probably can come in Pidgeot and go for this massive farm down. This could be a wild charge, so we're gonna shield, but it doesn't get to 2, so we're gonna get some farm down here. Comes back in with the Lickitung. Okay, it's so easy to go for the Brave Birds here because you can go back to back, or you can just switch into Vigoroth, whatever you want. And gonna go for double Aerial Ace here. Oh man. That's GG. It wasn't triple normal. It was a normal, 2 normals and a Poliwrath, whereas we have 2 normals and a Chajabug. So yeah, we obviously win that. Do end up facing another Pidgeot here. I guess you can make a call whether or not you think they're going to go for Brave Bird. Does make the call. Shields at the last possible second, and now that they're on Brave Bird, we know we can go for these Aerial Aces really easily. While Aerial Ace is not a good move, you know, it is a good move if their defense is dropped twice. So can definitely go for the Brave Bird here if you wanted to. I think I would shield because I think this is the Brave Bird for sure. Makes sense. Going for the Aerial Ace just to do some damage, and might switch into Vigoroth after this if he wants to maintain shield advantage and keep Pidgeot alive. Makes sense. Probably just gonna let Vigoroth get soak all the moves here. Mud Bomb means they might not have Stone Edge. We'll see if this is an Aqua Tail or a Mud Bomb. Oh, it is Stone Edge. Interesting moveset. They do catch on the Whiscash, so they can actually farm us down, which is not nice. But you could come in Pidgeot after the timer and then try to do a catch on Chajabug. Or you could come in straight Chajabug. You know it's already going to go down. Could switch into Pidgeot after this if you want to, or could just let Chajabug just go down whenever. Exits are still going to do a lot, even though this is the normal Whiscash. Going to do like 40% here, and I guess let it go down and maybe try to go for farm down after Chajabug gets KO'd. If this is Scald to KOs, if it's Mud Bomb, it doesn't KO. Scald's kind of close too, though, actually. Ooh, 1 HP. And I think they left. I saw the 6 research done, so yeah. Without getting that killed, they're definitely going to get farmed. They're actually probably going to get farmed down on both their Mon anyways. They're getting very low, and the energy was thrown on both, so they're going to be out of energy on both Mon. Tough. All right. Yeah, thank you, Dune, for letting us use your Twitch stuff. Again, he streams on Twitch, DuneBug97. I will put that Twitch link in the description below. And yeah, Pidgeot is a good mon. I think we already showcased Pidgeot in one of our videos, but Shadow Pidgeot, I definitely don't have a Shadow Pidgeot. I checked just to see if I could run the battles myself. I ran this team though without the Shadow, and it worked perfectly fine. But I figured I'd show the Shadow version since that's something I haven't shown on the channel yet. But yeah, the non-Shadow seems to work perfectly fine if that's all you have. I personally, like I said, didn't have the Shadow version. I have one Shadow one Shadow Pidgey, but it has frustration on it, so I can't do anything about that without the Rocket event coming. So hopefully it comes soon, and yeah, thank you for watching, and if you like this video, hit the like button, and if you haven't, definitely hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.